I started Asset Analysis Focus, our research service, in January of 1975. The reason that I decided to begin writing it was the stock market had come down to levels that were quite attractive. As a matter of fact, in the first issue of Asset Analysis Focus, we stated that this could become one of the great buying opportunities one would have in their lifetime. After going through the stock guide, at that time we had a stock guide that listed every company on the New York Stock Exchange, and you could get a lot of information. And going through the S&P Standard & Poor's tear sheets, which also listed all the companies on the New York Stock Exchange, the conclusion I came to that stocks were really on the bargain basement table. And maybe this was an opportune time to create a research service predicated on intrinsic value, private market value. So I thought, what the heck, I'm young, I'll start a research service predicated on that kind of analysis. People thought that I was crazy for starting it for one particular reason. Negotiated commission rates were coming to an end at that moment in time before commission rates started to be negotiated. You would get very hefty commissions for writing research reports. So nobody had an idea of what you were going to get paid for when you did research. So what I decided to do was something a little unique. I decided to create a subscription-based research service, hoping that people would pay upfront for research, particularly if it's exceptional research. When you look at Asset Analysis Focus, it looks at companies from a completely different perspective than your typical Wall Street research does. Typical Wall Street research is more concerned about earnings per share, what a company's going to earn the next quarter, try to determine what the revenues are going to be. And our approach is more of a taking a balance sheet, tearing it apart, reconstructing it, and placing our own values on business. We're looking at companies as a businessman or a private equity owner would own it. So it's completely different than your typical Wall Street research, and I think that's what sets us apart. Started publishing, as I said, January 1, 1975, and we're now celebrating our 40th anniversary.